Hi folks, I'm Liam O'Brien from Northampton Community College, and this is a Video Waste production. With me today to discuss his work as a producer and any upcoming productions that he's currently working on is Zeke Zelker of IDreamMachine. Zeke, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So Zeke, take us through the average day in your life.
Every day is so different. I'm right now in the midst of a post-production on a transmedia project called Billboard. So my days basically go anywhere from finishing up post in terms of working with the composer, sound design, and also editor, and then also with the financing side of things, legal, and now we're actually starting to market and selling. So like literally I'm on the phone a lot.
Right.
And it's just a matter of every day is so vastly different.
Sure. Now, you said transmedia?
Yeah.
Can you explain to us what that means?
Sure. So I'm one of the pioneers of this new form of entertainment called transmedia. It's a term that basically is used where you tell a story across multiple mediums, not the same story, but different facets of a story. So like for instance in Billboard, we tell the story from two different perspectives. The feature film focuses purely on a radio station hosting a Billboard sitting contest, and then the 35-episode web series is about the 4 people living on the billboard. Wow. So it's a different way of creating, and the reason that we do it this way is one is it drives more revenue streams to a project, so it reduces risks, and also two is you can be a lot more creative, and telling different facets of a story from different perspectives gives you as a creative a lot more to work with, quite honestly.
Yeah, that's a bit of an undertaking.
It is, and that's another reason why too I've been working on this thing for 9 years is because we deal with a lot of technology. Like I created my own radio station. I created my own virtual radio station. There's over 900 bands from around the world on it. And so we don't know if this stuff's gonna work or not. We just throw it to the wind and see if it's gonna work. And so we keep working on it until it does work, and then we can move on. And so there's a lot of technology based in everything I'm doing too.
Sure, sure. Has your experience in the Lehigh Valley helped to inspire your work?
Yeah, like my latest project is actually loosely based on something I remember from 1982, actually a real Billboard City contest. But that's probably the only thing. The weird thing about it is after we were in post for a very long period of time, people started to, well, the guys that I work with basically started to see that the film's become autobiographical because the film is about a struggling entrepreneur.
Oh, perfect.
And what people don't realize is that filmmaking is like a starting up of a new business.
Yeah.
And so you have a lot of different problems and challenges, and then you basically work your ass off for success. And so it's the same thing that's happening with the lead character in the film. And it wasn't planned that way, it just kind of evolved that way. And my last feature film that's actually done pretty well, did better in Europe than it did here, but it was about the repercussions and consequences of people's sexual actions. It's called In Search Of. We were in the first to be on like all these different portals and everything else, and actually now it's on Amazon Prime. And that film was there was a lot of nudity in the film. There's like 19 nudity writers and those people that deal with the legality of everything. Like I literally had 19 naked people in my film. Okay. But the interesting is that with all this movement going on, is that we did everything always by the book. And the thing is, it's like people have to get out of the damn shadows and not thinking about themselves and immediate gratification. They actually have to look at the bigger picture. And so, like, if you're on my set, I run it like I'm a Marine. So I run it like I'm in battle. Okay. If anybody's late, I will fire people on the spot. And also, I'm a very big producer too, in terms of like where I believe a producer needs to be able to do every single job on set, because that gives me firepower. Sure. I can literally fire anybody on my crew, and even my cast. I've actually done that before too. And I know it sounds horrible, but at the same time, you have to respect the process, and you have to respect that it is a job. And if one person is late, that means 20 people are standing around waiting. Sure. And so now I didn't lose 10 minutes of value. I basically lost 10 times 20. So that's 2 hours of work that I just lost and that I'm paying for that nobody's doing. Right. And so that's why things become very regimented in film. That's why you have call sheets and all these sorts of things. I have no clue how I got there, but
it's okay. Let's go to it's a very light tone talking about firing people and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. But no, it just is. The thing is, it's like take as much as you can out of your education. That's the biggest thing. Learn as many different things as you can. Because the thing is to be creative now, you don't need tens of millions of dollars. You don't even need tens of thousands of dollars to do it, and that's very liberating. But at the same time, it's a matter of knowing the difference. If you want to be a producer, and that's probably really what I do, is more produce than anything else. Is like you need to really know things. You need to know the legality of it. You need to know financing. You need to know all these sorts of things. But I like we work with Billboard. We probably had just the web series crew was probably about 30, and then the film we got up to on some days over 30, and we had days that we had over like I think 300 extras. So it just gets to be a little bit insanity. So
right on.
So you have to be very organized with all this stuff too.
Sure. Now, when can we look forward to seeing Billboard?
Sure. So the web series gets released on September 1st, and then the feature film will be released on November 9th.
Thank you much, Zeke, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. And for everyone here at NCC Video Waves, thanks.